that are building militaries to defend themselves and will defend themselves against Russia. Look at how far Ukraine's come. Look at what, and they struggle, like all these countries do, and we do too. We're not perfect. Yes, Ukraine struggles, but my God, they want to integrate with Europe, and for Putin, he can't stand that. Brad, the Russian intelligence services play a huge historic role in the blame for this war. You remember I wrote that column, one of my early columns last year was that they're not going to be held to account. The Russian intelligence services are not going to have any accountability for this war in Russia, not under this regime. Under Putin, as Putin goes, so goes the Russian intelligence services. So he supports them. They're his Praetorian Guard. The early part of the war, the final thing I want to say was about the failures of the Russian intelligence services. Brad, we also have to recognize they're a formidable opponent. They've adapted remarkably well, just as the Ukrainians have. The Russian intelligence services and the Russian military have adapted remarkably well in the past 2 years in particular. Russians have stood up an entire new part of their military called the unmanned systems troops, the drones. So that's the other thing that we can't forget as the lessons that should be learned. And I've also written a piece, Echoes of 1940, that piece I wrote for you all. Cipher Brief. I hope your listeners will go check it out. I talked about we should be mining Ukraine. I said this back in December. Why are we not mining them for more lessons learned? Well, now, of course, everybody's